Ladies and gentlemen, Don Lemon finally posted the interview that sent Elon Musk so far over the edge that he ended his contract on X. Now, even when Don Lemon was told his contract was canceled, he said he was going to move forward and post the interview anyway, and he did. So I'm going to go ahead and play a clip of the interview, and I'll be right back with the rest of my commentary.
Listen, I'm not asking you anything that anyone else hasn't asked you about. Listen, I'm not asking you anything that anyone else hasn't asked you about your controversial stuff that you tweet. You post a lot of controversial stuff. Is that considered blowing off steam?
Um, well, I guess I do enjoy using the platform. I mean, I do call the X platform the PvP or player versus player platform. Um, so in video games, there's player versus like environment, um, where you're not playing against other people, and then there's PvP, which is like hardcore. You're actually playing against other people, and
But that's blowing off steam for you.
yeah,
Yes.
it is to some degree, not always. I mean, obviously, I use it for to post jokes, to post, you know, sometimes trivia, sometimes things that are of great importance.
So you do a lot of it at night, like late at night. So when you're doing this, are you sober when you do it?
Almost
Are you
always,
under
yes.
the influence of anything?
No, I don't drink. I don't really. No, no.
But you've admitted that you have a ketamine prescription.
Yeah,
Excuse
yeah,
me.
yeah.
What's that for?
Well, I mean, it's pretty private to ask somebody about a medical prescription, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it's something I'd say like, there are times when I have sort of I don't know, like a negative chemical state in my brain, like depression, I guess, you know, is or like depression that's not linked to any negative news, and then ketamine is helpful for getting one out of a negative frame of mind.
Do you feel like you ever abuse it?
I don't think so. If you use too much ketamine, you can't really get work done. So I have a lot of work. So I'm typically putting in like 16-hour days. That's normal for me, and it's rare for me to even take off a weekend day. So I don't really have like a situation where I can be not mentally acute for an extended period of time. Like I can't really get wasted when because I can't get my work done.
Do you ever worry that this may get in the way of your government contracts and clearances, and
No.
also and Wall Street as well?
Well, from a standpoint of Wall Street, what matters is execution. Are you building value for investors? Um, Tesla is worth about as much as the rest of the car industry combined, from nothing. So that's pretty good.
You talk about your ketamine use and depression. Have you also have said
The reason I should say the reason I mentioned the ketamine prescription on the X platform was because I thought maybe this is something that could help other people. That's why I mentioned it.
Okay, so after watching that, I think I see what the problem is, y'all. Elon gets money from the government. He does. And if they find out about any drug use, they can rescind all of those funds that they have given him. And but you know what? It's not fully Don Lemon's fault because Elon came online, and y'all can look this up, and he spoke about his illegal drug use. He admitted to it online. So he was the one that put it out there. So any questions about drugs, he pretty much brought it all to himself on this one. If you don't want to talk about that, then don't put it out there in the first place, and he did. So, yeah, so I think all of the drug questions made obviously Elon very uncomfortable. He was not happy about it at all, and you can tell, I could just look at him and tell he was not comfortable answering those questions. But somebody in Elon's position should be used to being interviewed and even given tough questions. And I mean, I guess he thought he was going to have a softball interview, and apparently he didn't. So this is the interview that got Don Lemon's contract canceled with X. So he said he didn't know what had gone wrong. So Elon Musk and Lemon, they discussed, drug use and his thought on content moderation and his plans for X. So that is what Don Lemon focused on. So before cutting the pre recorded interview, Lemon opened the first episode of the Don Lemon Show by saying the conversation had no ground rules. I challenge you, Elon, to watch the whole interview and tell the world why this isn't what you claim you want on X, Lemon said. Lemon said in the episode released Monday morning, after months of begging me, wooing me, and offering me some exclusive content on his platform, Elon Musk decided to scrap the deal. The former CNN host, who was tapped in January to host a show on X, said his plans was always to release the show on as many platforms as possible. He posted the more than 1 hour long interview on YouTube, Spotify, and X. So it's more than an hour. So, that was maybe like a 3 minute, 4 second clip that you just saw. But, you're more than welcome to go out and find the interview, and watch it yourself. I cannot post a 1 hour interview like that. So it was added to X about 45 minutes later than planned because Lemon said the episode wasn't loading. And it might be a reason why it was not loading. Lemon, Elon probably had it set up where you couldn't load it. So anyway, he said last week that Musk told him that the deal with X was canceled hours after they finished the interview. Musk said in a statement posted on X last week that Lemon lacked authenticity. Oh no, Lemon was asking too many drug questions and you got uncomfortable. But again, you were the one that spoke about drugs out there, Elon, and that is a known thing to many people. And his approach was basically just CNN, but on social media. Well, yeah, I mean, it's an interview. He was an anchor at one time. So an ex spokesman did not immediately return a request for comment Monday. Musk, during the interview, which was filmed at Tesla's headquarters in Austin, Texas, denied that he abused ketamine and was under the influence when he posted controversial material on X. He claimed, I don't drink. I don't really know, Musk replied. So he said, he only took the ketamine, which is medically prescribed to him to help with depression. That's what he claims. So I don't know, y'all. What do you think? You know, I don't know. I kind of see both sides, but you got to let me know what you think. But you know what? I'm just saying, Elon, if you don't want to discuss drugs, then it won't help if you post something out there about drugs. And then when the questions come up, you got a problem with it. That just seems really strange, but you're not the first person to do that. I have seen people put their business out there, and then when people come back with questions, they get irritated, they get mad, they get upset. I have seen that before. He's far from the only person that have done that before, but, if you don't want anybody bringing up your personal business or your medication or your illegal drugs, then, don't talk about it in the first place. That's what I would recommend for Elon Musk. So, y'all, you're going to have to tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.